that. I'm gonna close Skype on this machine.
Hello.
Hello.
We're live. Link should be ready. I did that in advance this time. Like,
Because I've been at Barden all week.
yes. Correct.
I say as though that actually changes at which rate you update this, but also.
Close my torrent client because that's not something I need right now. We'll close Slack.
Sorry, Bigro.
Listen, we're here. It's me. I'm here. It's me. Get used to it, or whatever. What's the line from Iron Man 2?
I'm here, it's me, get over it. Iron Man, I'm here.
Look, it's me. I'm here. Deal with it. Let's move on. There we go.
Yeah. Which is also like the best way to do that.
Solid.
It's a good bit.
Did you see that they're calling for Don Cheadle to play Cara Dune in The Mandalorian because he has experience before with being on a Jon Favreau property and replacing a removed actor?
Amazing.
Beagle, do you not know how to spell my name? What's going on here?
Oh, Brody's here too. Nice.
Brody's more acceptable. I've known Brody for a lot less time than I've known Beagle for. I know how to spell Kuhan. Hold on. Wait. 2 A's. At this point, I think the bit is going to be every week I say, no, I swear we're going to have a new belt next week. Just, we're going to do that for a year.
I mean, it's a perfectly fine belt.
I just love that we went with Papyrus because Comic Sans was too obvious a choice.
Yes. I mean, yeah, like, what do you want from me?
What I do want from you is the name of the team that won last week.
You say while I'm in the middle of doing the other thing you asked me to do.
That's fair. I got it. Wait, turn.
I'll get there faster, you know that.
Got it.
The answer was the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, and in theory, Bang Viz and Bang Answers should be correct. Somebody yell at me if they're not, but I believe they're right.
All right, check my work. I think it's good, but
Yep. That's good.
yeah, you got the second one too?
Was there a second one?
I mean, I think you pitched a concept and then I filled in the concept and...
That's the one I was talking about. Is there another thing?
Oh, the other thing that I was just
Oh,
looking
I see
up
what you're saying. Yes,
right
gotcha.
before
Yep,
we
cool.
talked.
Nope, we're here.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
The Windex thing and the other
And
one.
The other one. Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna get sponsored by Windex. Great.
I just assumed that one was gonna be fine. I didn't even think I needed to look at that one. I looked at it just now. It's fine. Yeah.
Windex, please sponsor us.
The thing you just completed is round 1 because we did not decide that already, so that's what's happening.
Fantastic.
And you have evens on.
Round 1, evens, sounds good. Message me on the Discords when you got the other thing for me, babe.
Yep.
Welcome to Speakeasy Pub Quiz at our normal time of going live at 9:30.
Is Diamond Club here tonight? I haven't seen them in chat yet.
BK's here. Tinvec's here.
Oh, then they must be here. Yeah. They're just quieter than usual.
You might have broken them with the Viz round.
That's so unlike BK to be quiet.
It's very true. See? There's BK.
Everybody knows it.
It's true. That's why he's the face of the team.
I'm sure that whole team is cackling their ass off right now. Visual Run was up before us. That is true.
I told you.
That does not happen all the time. I was prepared this week. I was like...
They are coordinated.
I opened the tabs up. I was like, oh, let me just open these tabs up now instead of opening them up the second we go live.
Okay. So my end's done. How are you guys doing this week? Visual Rounds was up. Hope it's a fun one.
This was a last-minute decision for the visual round, by the way, it was like, Joe was like, hey, last-minute pitch, how about this? And I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, I'm disappointed that it would have been you. You're the one who would come up with it. That you didn't come up with it earlier. This is down on YouTube, I am being told. Let me see.
Yep, I'm getting the same notification. I can't do anything about it. I was going to tell you.
I am sure it is simply a typo. It is simply a typo. It's looking for 2021-01218 instead of 0218.
It's also great because, like, I feel like Viz had always had this title.
Yeah. I left the 1 from January, so it said 01218 instead of.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. But like in writing this.
Oh yeah,
kind of
yeah.
last minute.
The title has been the title from the beginning. We just didn't come up with you just didn't come up with a theme until like the last second. I'm like, oh, that's a great theme. I can't believe like that's not the first thing that came out of your mouth.
It's better than the first idea that we had.
Well, the first idea that we had was the very first idea we had. I think was literally impossible.
Yes. No, that's very true.
The initial concept was to literally name the Mars rover. Like, name this Mars rover. I'm like, Joe, who's going to be able to come up with... Who's going to, like, just see a picture of a Mars rover and know what it is?
There is probably one team that'd be able to do that.
Yeah. It's like, that's not... I don't know about that. And then it was named the thing the Mars rover is named after, and that was going to be the thing until Joe came up with this much better concept.
Like, I feel like it had to be something to do with that, just given the week.
Yeah. No, I mean it was we were all on the right track from the beginning.
It's just like, how did it take us this long to get to where we did?
to get to the right thing. Yeah.
It's fine. We got there. Hopefully you like it. Also, this also doesn't always happen. I've had like 2 or 3 of the songs from the audio round stuck in my head all week, and I can't sing them because, yeah.
Yeah, Joe just DM'd me the song that is stuck in his head. And I was singing it right before, like literally before we went live, which probably didn't help.
Yeah.
Like the second before I hit go live, I was like, okay, let me get this out of my system.
And then, and now it's affecting me, and it also doesn't help given like other things that we wrote for today.
True facts. No. I also would like to thank the National Aeronautics and Space Administration for having consistent branding guidelines.
You don't realize how important that is until a moment like this.
Makes my life real easy. They're like, we use Helvetica and we use Merriweather for body text. I'm like, great. Sounds good. Helvetica and Merriweather for body text.
Ooh. Is that where you're supposed to be doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
For grading.
Oh, I use the other thing.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, whatever. I can just copy and paste. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah. I haven't, but Naim has absolutely seen the Helvetica documentary.
I don't think I have actually.
Brody,
I should watch it.
Brody, if you want to, you can submit Viz right now. It's not going to change your score until we get to round 4.
Yeah, Viz is not due until we say it's due, but if you want to turn it in now, we're not going to stop you. We're just also not going to grade it.
Although I may laugh at some of your answers on stream. Because nothing else is happening. Yeah, that song's still stuck in my head, man.
It's a catchy song.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why they used it.
This one is you, by the way. The one that I have highlighted right now.
Okay. So that's going to be round 3?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like delivery on the other round makes more sense if it's you. This is not normally the process we divvy out rounds, by the way. It's normally like, this is something that is clearly going to be read by one of us.
Well, yeah, usually it's also one of us has written more of the round than the other, but Joe has definitely written more of this quiz than I have. Which is usually also true.
Yeah, but Naim also does like all the AV, so it's like it evens out.
Listen, I don't know who actually does more of the work, but I'd like to not figure it out.
Yeah.
50-50. That's
how we split
me.
the money, and I am okay with it.
Yep.
But long story short, I have not seen the Helvetica documentary. Just to circle back to that.
I also have not, and I probably should.
Because it's like exactly your thing. Like
It's
one
right,
of the first.
It's right in my. I'm not a big documentary person, but it's right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, like one of the first TikToks that Naim sent me was like Obi-Wan Kenobi quotes as fonts.
As fonts. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one. I was like, where are you going with this? I don't remember what this was. But
Yeah,
once you
Obi-Wan
said it-
Kenobi quotes as fonts, and then also there was a white girl in different outfits.
Well,
But that's just TikTok.
yeah.
But the important takeaway is Obi-Wan Kenobi quotes as fonts. Where is the Britney doc?
That's a good question.
I feel like one would have been made by now.
No, it just came out. Like there was.
Yeah,
everyone's
right.
talking about it.
Yeah, that's why. But where is it? That's why I was like, yeah, okay, cool.
How to watch
I
the
was
Britney
Brit-
Spears documentary. Thanks, New York Times. Hulu.
It's
It
on
is on
Hulu.
Hulu.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's why everyone is suddenly an expert on
Just ask Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick, the star of every Hulu commercial.
Exactly. That was. Yeah.
Bigro, where is the Wingdings doc? Because they needed to have like primitive emojis,
I
right?
know, but somebody can read Wingdings.
I am not a person who gets anal about font versus typeface. Now,
I am.
cool.
I mean, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I am.
Helvetica versus Helvetica bold.
No, that's fine. However, Helvetica versus Helvetica New, that's a whole different conversation.
Sure. I did learn the other day that like a company that designs fonts is called a foundry, because back when they were typesetting things, full circle. Back when they were typesetting things, they had to like literally forge fonts.
Hello, Trivia. We're getting started real soon. I don't know if you're a new person, but based on the fact that your name has trivia in it, I'm assuming that you found us on Twitch. We will be getting started really
Or on LL.
any second now, or on LL. But I haven't put it on LL in forever. So
Oh, probably not then.
I should. I just forgot. Like I did the like the 8 you can do right away, and then didn't re-up it because I never got around to it.
LL starting next week.
Yep. On my birthday.
Yeah. Man, one day we're going to be our own referral chain, but it's going to be like the Siddiqui N chain. And then like...
The thing is, though, it's going to be... Like, it's going to be the Williams J chain, or JM first.
Yeah.
And then it'll trickle down.
Right. But I feel like the Williams JM is already like a pretty sizable tree.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to play LL not next season, but the season after, hit us up.
It's true. I should have given... I never used my invite for this season. I think I tried to, like, get 2 or 3 people who I was like, I think you would like this, and all of them were like, yeah, I don't know, maybe.
And then I invited like one of the people you would conceivably have invited.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even thought to invite him.
But he is also one of the people you conceivably would have.
It's true. Alright, let's get the slideshow up.
I'm here for the love of the game, man.
Only half an hour late, you guys. That's pretty good.
You mean the usual time?
Exactly. You should just... Yeah. Listen, I had to walk Bartlett. And then...
You can understand why I was anxious you were going to be late on Tuesday.
I was early on Tuesday, wasn't I?
You were, but like I
don't
was
have-
definitely like messaging you like
See,
before
the thing
we
is,
were
I
landing
didn't
the
have
room.
things that I had to get done.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason that we're late today is because there were things that had to be done that I started a little late.
Yeah.
But
like on Tuesday, it was like, oh man, I don't know if we're gonna make it. And then like you show up before the room opens and like, where were you? And you were like, the room's not open yet.
All right. Oh, no, hold on.
There we go.
Clock. There we go. We'll be back in a couple minutes after this
Nice.
song.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottles of whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're sure gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
This is the Speakeasy Pub Quiz for Thursday, February 11th, 2021. This week's quiz, 50 words for snow. Hey, I forgot to put in the right thing. It's February 18th, and this week's quiz is Scrappy Little Nobody. I recorded it and did not put it in the file. It happens. Welcome to Speakeasy Pub Quiz. I'm Anthony Dasho Cuevas. We're not muted, which is awesome. At least we shouldn't be. My buttons say we're not muted. But, you know, it's what it is. There we go, because at least we're not muted. There it is. See, that one I made sure. I made sure we wouldn't be muted. Yeah. You know.
Again, professionalism. We're good. We're here.
Hey, speaking of professionalism, here's our super professional belt. Last week's winners were Le Taco plus triste du monde.
Le taco plus triste du monde.
Is
Swallow
actually,
as many of those vowels as you can.
That's how you pronounce it in the original French.
Wait. C'est vrai? C'est vrai.
Comment ça va?
Ça va? Ça va?
Ça va. Oui, mon ami.
Speakeasy Montreal. That's gonna be great.
Hold on, wait, no, my Expos hat's in the other room. I literally thought I had it right over here, but I don't. I left it in the bathroom. All right.
Speakeasy Montreal.
Let's do quiz rules. Yeah, listen, this is now our new bit, is that every week we're gonna say, hey, the belt's gonna be improved next week, and then it's just gonna be the same belt for the whole year. It's at some point, I promise, I'm gonna get bored and do it. All right, time for quiz rules.
Yeah. Quiz rules. Quiz rule number 1. Don't put the answers in chat. Someone's gonna say answers now. Hold for comment. But yeah, no. If we were in an actual pub or a pub in gather.town, we wouldn't be shouting out the answers to pub trivia. So don't do it here. There we go. Thanks, BK. Thanks, W. Scottus.
Rule number 2. PowerPoint load. There we go. Don't cheat.
Rule number 2, don't cheat. Cheating is against
Winners
the
never
rules.
cheat. Cheaters never win. Don't cheat. Be cool.
We worked really hard on this, and we love having you guys here week after week. RNG is not technically cheating, but it might be against the spirit of Rule 3. Unclear. We'll see. If a team just submits D20 rolls for all their answers, we'll see.
I do believe this is at least one team's first time playing, so if you have not yet grabbed the answer forms, you can type bang answers or bang viz in the chat to grab the answer form or the visual round form. Like we will see when we get to gameplay rules. Why?
Brody, you earned the right to be mean to me last week. You know that.
Why is PowerPoint being a dick? There we go. Gameplay rules. Quiz consists of 7 rounds with 7 questions each.
Yeah, the rounds, as always, are going to include things like music, video, visual, and random knowledge. Oh, wow, I did that in almost the right answer. Round 4 is the visual round. You can play that right now using the link I just sent using bang !viz, V-I-Z with a Z. Or you can click the bit.ly link that is in the comment thing. Submit that anytime between now and the end of round numero 5. When you load up the visual round, you should be seeing mission patches from various NASA missions.
Most rounds have 7 points available. Some will have 14. Rounds 2 and 7 will, as always, have 14 points available tonight. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Time now then for round number 1. Round number 1 is called Nyman Joe Need Wedding Dates.
Oh, this is the one. Okay.
Yeah.
Our friend Tyler is getting married, and we need wedding dates, so here is a round on wedding traditions. And this is a fact, by the way. Our friend Tyler is getting married, and yeah.
Technically, neither of us is invited, but it's not that far from me, so I may or may not. Listen, I've consistently been saying I may or may not crash this wedding. There's no guarantee that I won't. It just depends on how lazy I am that day, and most days I am quite lazy. It's because COVID. We're not invited because COVID. Normally, we'd be invited.
Yeah, like on the other hand, we've also seen you go hiking before.
Wow. Question number 1. Towards the end of certain modern Jewish weddings, a light bulb is stepped on. Wait, I was odds, right? Yeah. A light bulb is stepped on because it is a louder and more fragile form of what? Let me say that again.
You might want to give that to them 2 more times instead of just once.
Let me say that at least 1 more time in a way that can be understood by humans who speak English. Question number 1. Towards the end of certain modern Jewish weddings, a light bulb is stepped on because it is a louder and more fragile form of what? So light bulb is stepped on. It's a more fragile form of what?
Yes, you are in fact odds in this round. It's the same belt, Brandon. We'll get a new belt when Nime decides to Photoshop a new belt.
Pretty much.
We have all of the suggestions in. We know exactly what we're supposed to be doing, at least.
I mean, listen. We don't, but we could read the things that would make us know exactly what we're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
And though the road is long, I look up to the sky, and in the dark I found lost hope that I won't fly. And I sing along, then I sing along. I got all I need when I got you and I look around me and see sweet love.
Question number 2. Excluding the spouses and the representative of the church, at least how many witnesses must be present at a Catholic wedding? Question 2, again, excluding the spouses and the representative of the church, at least how many witnesses must be present at a Catholic wedding? And this is bare minimum, according to Catholic canon law.
I still will sing for music rounds. I did it once. I'll do it again. We just haven't written one that would make sense for it.
Yeah, ask him another.
Shadows long beneath the mountaintop. I'm not afraid when the rain won't stop. 'Cause you light the way, you light the way, you light the way. I got all I need when I got you and I look around me, see sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me, getting
Joe
me
can't hear the
through
music,
the
but we're listening
night.
to the song Flashlight from Pitch Perfect 2 soundtrack.
Okay, that explains it.
Question number 3. The Universal Life Church notably allows individuals to undertake what clerical process online so that they may officiate weddings? Question number 3. Again, the Universal Life Church notably allows individuals to undertake what clerical process online so that they may officiate weddings? It took me about half of the song to realize that it wasn't just Hunter Taylor's Shine, but it was rather.
Yeah. So this is the soundtrack version.
I didn't realize it.
For the soundtrack version.
To the question that was just asked, no outside sources allowed.
Question 4. Which head of a vessel typically does not have the authority to officiate a wedding, though many will seek other qualifications to do so simply because it is expected? Question 4 again. Which head of a vessel typically does not have the authority to officiate a wedding, though many will seek other qualifications to do so simply because it is expected? For example, they could go through the process in the previous question, through that organization.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of patrol.
Question number 5. In one Chinese wedding tradition, the groom will fire what projectile at his bride before collecting and breaking said projectile to ensure their love lasts forever? Question number 5 again. In one Chinese wedding tradition, the groom will fire what projectile at his bride before collecting and breaking said projectile to ensure their love lasts forever? Oh. Switch to Jones. Brandon and I agree JNN has a better ring to it, but Nyman Joe has a better ring to it. For me, wedding ring, because also, speaking of husband, speaking of husband,
I think I wanna marry you. Oh, I'll go get a ring, let the choir bells sing like ooh.
So which one of us is Adam Devine and which one of us is Zac Efron?
good question.
Let's just
Which one is Mike and which one's Dave?
girl. If we wake up and you
Okay,
wanna
but like we're
break
in
up,
both
that's
positions is the thing.
cool.
Not in the round times.
Won't blame you.
In the round title, it's Nyman Joe and then Adam J.
Oh, that's weird.
Efron is Dave and Devine is Mike. So that would make me Mike and Dave.
So which one is which?
Sorry, that would make me Devine and you Efron.
Okay. I mean, Efron was in Baywatch, so that tracks.
What would you have said if you were Adam Devine?
Well, Adam Devine was in that one weird romantic comedy set in New Orleans opposite Alexandra Daddario, so That tracks.
I think I wanna
Question 6. Which semi-autobiographical film penned by Nia Vardalos also had a CBS spin-off which lasted 7 episodes? Question 6 again. Which semi-autobiographical film penned by Nia Vardalos also had a CBS spin-off which lasted 7 episodes? Not a very long series. I think that's like, what, half a season order?
now, baby.
Yeah, usually season order 13.
Tell me right now, baby.
Yeah, yikes.
Get it back now.
Oh, it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.
Question number 7. In South Asian weddings, women typically are adorned with a temporary skin decoration created from the dried leaves of what plant? Question number 7. In South Asian weddings, women typically are adorned with a temporary skin decoration created from the dried leaves of what plant? And now we are going to, as always, give you 2 minutes to answer all of the questions. We're going to put them all up on the screen here, and we're going to put a 2-minute timer on the screen here. And then what we're going to do is give you 2 minutes to answer all the questions. No, there we go. There they are.
No, too far, too quick.
Too many things.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Oh no?
I'm going to do it.
You're gonna do what?
I'm going to play Married Life.
No. One of the best Giacchino pieces ever composed.
They're all good pieces, Joe.
It's okay.
Are you just crying thinking about it right now?
Maybe.
You're not wrong. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Here, I'll change it. I don't want everybody to cry thinking about the first 10 minutes of Up, which, by the way, has its own Wikipedia page.
Brody says no, all caps.
Not wrong.
I want to say that Brody submitted his answers with an interrobang, so Brody is winning.
Fun fact, which Brody wouldn't know, Joe's username on YouTube is Interrobang. Right? Am I right? That's correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
And like, he didn't do the casual question mark exclamation point, he did the interrobang character. So Brody's winning. In at least our hearts. We'll see about points. Time's up.
time is up. So if you submitted your answers for round number 1, go ahead and submit those now. We're about to give you the answers for round 1. But first, your ad here. Do you have something to promote? Maybe a business, a live stream, or a podcast? Support us on Patreon. Patreon.com, Speakeasy Pub Quiz, or email us, speakeasypubquiz@gmail.com. We're happy to promote your thing. Email us for rates or support us on Patreon, and at the proper level to sponsor an entire round. Time now for round number 1 answers.
Round number 1 answers. I do not have the first question.
Towards the end of certain modern Jewish weddings, a light bulb is stepped on because it is a louder and more fragile form of, we were looking for, glass. Glass.
Question number 2. Excluding the spouses and the representative of the church, at least how many witnesses must be present at a Catholic wedding? So it's the same number of individuals as was in Anakin and Padme's wedding. So they had They had the cleric there, they had Anakin, they had Padme, and they had two witnesses, R2D2 and C3PO.
They count? Do robots count?
I have a woman named L337 on speed dial who would like to have a conversation with you about that.
All I'm saying is, will if you were to get married in a Catholic, if you, Jose Cuevas, were to get married in a Catholic ceremony, could you have robot witnesses?
Probably not.
That's all I'm saying. Question number 3. The Universal Life Church notably allows individuals to undertake what clerical process online so that they may officiate weddings? Ordination. Getting ordained. Something like that.
We were looking for some conjugation of that word.
Yeah, some conjugation of the word ordain. As long as it's had ordain in it. Or something close enough. I don't know. I am not looking at the answers yet, so you're at the whim of probably of Joe.
Nobody gets any points this round. Question 4.
Somehow the questions are there, not the answers are there, not the questions.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Question 4 was about ship captains, right? Question 4, which head of a vessel is not actually have the power to marry you, although many have some other secondary certification that allows them to marry you anyway. Ship captains cannot marry you in the United States of America, which is why the international water thing is a thing. But because people need their weddings to be valid in the United States for reasons, then what they're going to do is most of them will get ordained, usually through the United Life Church, so that they can sign American wedding certificates. It's complicated and confusing. But in the United States of America, a ship captain cannot marry you.
Question number 5. In one Chinese wedding tradition, the groom will fire what projectile at his bride before collecting and breaking said projectile to ensure their love lasts forever? You might have seen already arrows, headless arrows. Because
you monster.
Not literally trying to murder his bride. You monster. You monster, Frisbee!
Question 6. Which semi-autobiographical film penned by Nia Vardalos also had a CBS spinoff, which lasted 7 episodes? This was My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which spun off into My Big Fat Greek Life, starring Nia Vardalos not as Tula, but as Nia.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, it's very strange.
And question number 7. In South Asian weddings, women typically are adorned with a temporary skin decoration created from the dried leaves of the henna plant. Henna. Usually it's just called henna. We took some alternate answers as well. I don't know if we got any alternate answers.
You did not.
Then cool. That's what it is. Time now for round 2. Round number 2 is called Pitch Perfect. Hey guys, we played a Pitch Perfect quiz on Tuesday and came in 5th.
The Green Bay Packers.
We were called the Green Bay Packers. It was great.
If you're not here to win, get the hell out of Kuwait.
And if you're not here to win, call yourself the Green Bay Packers. It's a good joke if you watch football, which I don't, but also I feel like the joke works. Anyway, name these a cappella covers and the original artists who sang them.
Original artists.
Yes, we do not want the a cappella group. Not that anybody would be able to get them that's not on the panel. That's not one of us. That's not Joe. I probably wouldn't get 90% of them anyway. I just read the same thing for each one of them and get them all wrong. All right, here we go. Starting with question number 1.
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. Shooting it, girl. Ba-da-dum-bum. Bounce with it, girl. Dance with it, girl. Get with it, girl. Ba-da-dum-bum.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and it won't be long.
Question number 2.
Baby, can't you see? I'm calling. I gotta get you where I want it. It's dangerous. I'm falling.
Question number 3.
I know the storm is coming. My pockets, they telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, that's all like we poppin' the night, 'cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a better way shot, 'cause we ballin' and sparkin' Patron, not the hours. Don't mama, I owe you just like the flowers. Don't you get shit with all that crazy fire.
Question number 4.
Right now, he's probably slow dancing with a bleach blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now, he's probably buying her some fruit and little drink, 'cause she can't shoot a whiskey.
Question number 5.
I jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous.
Question number 6.
Read my lips carefully if you like what you see. Move, go, prove you can hang with me. By the lips I got you shook up and scared of me. Buckle your seatbelt, it's time for takeoff. I don't think you're ready for this challenge. I don't think you're ready for this challenge. I don't think you're ready for.
And question number 7.
Oh no. See you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious, get why those feet cold. We just
Is Brody just
started,
Joe?
don't you tiptoe, tiptoe.
Hold on. Let me play 7 again because I talked over it. Here's number 7 again. No, this is 1 again. This is 7. Here's 7 again. No, it's not. This is still 1. Oh my god. Here is 7 again. I swear to god if this doesn't work. There we go.
See you walking around like it's a funeral.
I can't.
Not so serious, get why those feet cold. We just getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe.
All right. Here they all are again one more time, starting with question number 1.
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. Shooting it, girl. Ba-da-dum-bum. Bounce with it, girl. Dance with it, girl. Get with it, girl. Ba-da-dum-bum.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and it won't be long.
Question number 2.
Baby, can't you see? I'm calling this. I gotta get you where the world is. It's dangerous. I'm falling.
Question number 3.
I know the storm is coming. My pockets be telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, I tell them we poppin' the night 'cause it's meant to be ours. We keep our fadeaway shot 'cause we ballin' and stuntin' patrol, not the hours. Though mama, I owe you just like the flowers. Don't you the shit with all that goodies.
Question number 4.
Right now, he's probably slow dancing with a bleach blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now, he's probably buying her some fruit and little drink, 'cause she can't shoot a whiskey.
Question number 5.
I jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous.
Question number 6.
Read my lips carefully if you like what you see. Move, go, prove you can hang with me. By the lips I got you shook up and scared of me. Buckle your seatbelt, it's time for takeoff. I don't think you're ready for this challenge. I don't think you're ready for this challenge. I don't think you're ready for.
Question number 7.
Oh no. See you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious, get why those feet cold. We just getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe.
All right. That is it for round number 2. So you have 2 minutes, as always, to put your answers in. And once finally we get all your answers, then Joe can start singing the song that's been stuck in his head.
I can finally start singing number whatever it is.
7, yeah.
I wasn't sure if you wanted me to say the number or not.
Well, yeah, there's no reason for them to not be able to know that number 7 is the one that's stuck in your head.
Sure.
Here we go.
Here's the thing, we started out friends.
It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Since you've been gone. Guys, we watched a lot of Pitch Perfect this weekend.
It's a good flick, you guys.
Till I called
It's a really good movie.
Don't sleep on Pitch Perfect. You can sleep on Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah.
And all you ever hear me say is how pictured me with you. It's all you ever hear me say. But since you've been gone,
I like that Brandon is How I Wasted My Lunch for Real.
first time, I'm so moving on.
Not break. For real.
Thanks to you, now I get what I want. Since you've been gone.
How can I put it? You put me on. I even fell for that stupid love song. Yeah, yeah. Since you've been gone, how come I never hear you say, I just wanna be with you? I guess you never felt.
All right, that's time.
But since you've been gone, yeah,
I can't breathe for the first time.
I'm so
moving on. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to you.
I get what
Now
I
I get what I want.
Brody, to answer your question, the covers. Always the covers. Although sometimes the OG artists do for the mechanical license, but usually we get struck for the covers.
Again and again.
All right, time now for round 2 answers. Round 2 answers.
I'm so
There we go.
happy. I'm so happy, guys.
Round 2 was called Pitch Perfect, not Radio Static. Round 2 is called Pitch Perfect. Here is question number 1.
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. Shooting it, girl. Ba-da-dum-bum. Bounce with it, girl. Dance with it, girl. Get with it, girl. Ba-da-dum-bum.
come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and it won't be long.
Cheap Thrills by Sia. Question number 2.
Baby, can't you see? I'm calling. I gotta get you where a warning. It's dangerous. I'm falling.
That was Toxic by Britney Spears. Gotta watch that Britney doc on Hulu. Question number 3.
Available on Hulu.
Now available on Hulu. Hulu, please sponsor us. Question number 3.
I know the storm is coming. My pockets be telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, that's when we pop in the night, 'cause it's meant to be ours. We keep our bed away shot 'cause we ballin' and spending patrol, not the hours. Though mama, I owe you just like the flowers. Don't you get shit with all that goodies.
That is Right Round by Flo Rida.
Florida.
Florida. In case you didn't know, she's not credited because she was not famous yet, but Kesha is the female vocalist on that song. Question number 4.
Right now, he's probably slow dancing with a bleach blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now, he's probably buying her some fruit and little drink, 'cause she can't shoot a whiskey.
That is Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. Question number 5.
I jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. But then
That is Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. To answer your question, Wonk, Flo Rida's song is not a cover. It samples the original song, You Spin My Head Round, but the part we played is not in the original song. It's only in the Flo Rida song. I made sure to use the part that's only Flo Rida. Question number 6.
read my lips carefully if you like what you see. Move, go, prove you can hang with me. By the looks I got you shook up and scared of me. Buckle your seatbelt, it's time for takeoff. I don't think you're ready for this challenge. I don't think you're ready for this challenge. I don't think you're ready for.
That is Bootylicious by the Green Bay Packers. By Destiny's Child is the original artist for. Also, that wasn't the Green Bay Packers singing in the thing. It was, I forget who it was actually. I have anything.
We have them written down. It's fine.
We don't because I deleted it, but I have them. I have the playlist. So, and question number 7.
Oh no, see you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious, get while those feet cold. We just getting started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe.
And this is the song that's been stuck in Joe's head. That is "Cake by the Ocean" by DNCE. No points for Beyonce on Destiny's Child. I was concerned about the same thing when I was writing it, but no points.
I can confirm he asked that question.
I did ask that question. No points for Beyonce on Destiny's Child because Beyonce is not Destiny's Child. I mean, listen, Beyonce is Destiny's Child, right? But she's not. You know what I'm saying? Also, no points for Joe Jonas on DNCE.
Correct.
Same for the same reason. Same reason.
Correct. Like, at least we're consistent about it this time. And all of these songs were also in a Pitch Perfect movie.
Correct. That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. So that was the other theme going on. Round number 3 is mine. This one's called 50-50. This one's going to be a 50-50 round on cancer, brought to you by... Do you have that? Yeah. Brought to you by Harvard. Harvard, please sponsor us.
Scoring breaks
Scoring
after
break.
round
We'll do that
3.
later.
Scoring breaks always
We'll do
after
that
round
later.
3, Brandon. We've been here for almost a year. Scoring break has never not been after round 3.
Yeah, we'll do that later. This is a 50-50 round on cancer, brought to you by Harvard. So what we're going to do is give you 2 choices. One of those is right. The other will lead you astray. Pick the right one for the point. Everyone ready? Cool. Question number 1. The domain name cancer.org is the official domain of which organization? The American Cancer Society or the National Cancer Institute? Question 1 again. The domain name cancer.org is the official domain of which organization? The American Cancer Society or the National Cancer Institute? Pick one.
Oh. I don't know how we're streaming because I am having internet issues.
Okay.
So I'm very confused.
I mean, Discord is also down, so it might just be the internet.
Yeah, so we're just going to listen to more songs from the Pitch Perfect soundtrack because I can't pick anything else.
Woo!
For what it's worth, BK, I'm having the same problem with Discord, so it might be regional.
Go to the beach, each, let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink.
I mean, it might be somewhat regional. I don't know.
Like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron,
Yeah.
let's go get it down.
It doesn't seem to be a unique problem for any of our teams, I will say that.
Yeah, but it might. I don't know. We might all be on a similar server.
Yeah. Like, I agree with you in principle, I think.
I'm just because I know that BK and I are like less than an hour away from each other. Maybe just over an hour away from
Yeah.
each other. So.
Right, you've, like, actually been to bars before together.
I am now also VPNing into London.
Question 2. Though he had survived previous cancers, John McCain eventually died of cancer originating in which organ? His skin or his brain? Question 2 again. Though he had survived previous cancers, John McCain eventually died of cancer originating in which organ? His skin or his brain?
Now the broadcast issue is everybody having that issue? Is the stream having an issue for everybody? Because if it is, I can drop and restart it, but I'm showing 200 drop frames, which is insignificant as far as how long we've been streaming is concerned.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Thanks,
As
Sam.
long as it's an isolated issue, there's nothing I can solve about Brody having a broadcast issue. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm having no issue here, but I was having trouble with YouTube Music as well, which was like, that's weird. And like I couldn't, on my laptop, Google was having an issue, but once I disconnected and reconnected to Wi-Fi, it was fine. And then YouTube Music was not working on my desktop, and I'm like, well, this is odd. And it's oddly timed, but now it is working, so.
It is very strange.
I'm glad everything is working, because it's definitely like a mild concern that everything's not going to be working perfectly. For what it's worth, if you are having trouble on Twitch, you can go to youtube.com/SSJKuhan, and hopefully that'll be working a little bit better.
Also, Brody says it is a Twitch network error. So
Yeah.
again, it might just be the internet right now.
That's what I saw. I saw that I'm saying it's a Twitch network error. I'm like, well, maybe YouTube will help.
I think it's just the internet right now, man.
Yeah. Number 3.
Question numero 3. Which vaccine is sometimes used to treat bladder cancer, but is not extensively used in the United States? BCG or PCV? Question 3 again. Which vaccine is sometimes used to treat bladder cancer, but is not extensively used in the United States? BCG or PCV? Question number 4. A specialist physician who deals with the treatment of cancer is called what? An endocrinologist or an oncologist? Question number 4 again. A specialist physician who deals with the treatment of cancer is called what? An endocrinologist or an oncologist?
Get me a drink of water, 'cause my lips are chapped and faded. Call my Anne-Marie. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers still. I will not kiss you, 'cause the hardest part of this is leaving you. I will not kiss you.
Question 5.
Question number 5. Carcinization is an example of which? Convergent evolution or divergent evolution? Question 5 again. Carcinization is an example of which? Convergent evolution or divergent evolution?
Faded, faded, turn away, 'cause I'm awful just to see. And all my hair's abandoned, all my body, oh my agony. Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo. I'm counting down the days to go. This just ain't living, and I just hope you know I will not kiss you. Lips are chapped and faded, call my lips are chapped and faded, faded, kiss you. Lips are chapped and faded, call my lips are chapped and faded, faded.
Question number 6. Which serialized newspaper comic had a recurring storyline culminating in one of the major characters dying of breast cancer? Funky Winkerbean or Sally Forth? Question 6 again. Which serialized newspaper comic had a recurring storyline culminating in one of the major characters dying of breast cancer? Funky Winkerbean or Sally Forth?
Yes, the hardest part of this, I will not kiss you. Lips are chapped and faded, call my lips are chapped and faded, faded, kiss you. Lips are chapped and faded, call my lips are chapped and faded, faded.
And question 7, straight up, which one is further south? The Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn? Question 7 is pretty straightforward. Which one of these two is further south? The Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn? All right, now we're going to put all 7 questions back up on the thingy. So you will have 2 minutes to submit all of your answers, and then we'll give you points. That's how this works. And then we go on scoring break.
And what's happening right now is we're hearing Cake by the Ocean again. There we go.
Because that's just our life now.
Turn away if you could get me a drink of water.
I mean, I'm not wrong, am I?
It's a good song.
Like, it's just our life now.
Help gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers still.
Are you saying we're about to get kidnapped and loaded onto a boat?
Yep. But then Anna Kendrick will be kidnapped with us. She'll have been there the whole time. She's just small.
Just the fact that that movie started at media res with that scene is like, oh, so you wanted to jump the shark real quick.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted to jump the shark at the top of the movie. That makes sense.
Know that I will never marry. Baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It just ain't living, and I just hope you know that
30 seconds if you're not submitted your answers for round number 3.
I also found out when I was doing research for the Pitch Perfect quiz that originally DJ Khaled in that movie was Maroon 5.
The whole band?
It just said Maroon 5, man. I don't know.
That's funny because Adam Levine was in 2.
Yeah.
Maybe he said no because Adam Devine wasn't going to be in 3. He said, "Listen, if you got if it's one Adam, you got to get both Adams. Levine Devine.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
It's a bit.
It's a bit. All right, if you're not submitting answers for round number 3, please submit them now. We're going to take a quick scoring break. Round 3 answers and standings are coming right up.
You are going to need to fix space.
oh no, see you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious, girl, why those feet cold? We just getting started, don't you tiptoe. Waste time with the masterpiece, waste time with the masterpiece. You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You're real life fantasy, you're real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. Let's do some things and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping, cake by the ocean. Fall for me, baby. I'll be making you real good. Let's do some things and go crazy, crazy. Keep on hoping, cake
Sorry, I'm the boss tonight. And you don't give a whoop what they all say, right? Awesome, the Christian and Christian Dior. Damn, they don't make them like this anymore. I ask cause I'm not sure. Do anybody make real anymore? Bow in the presence of greatness. Cause right now thou hast forsaken us. You should be honored by my lateness. That I would even show up to this face. So go ahead, go nuts, just don't quit. Especially in my pastel on my bay fit. Act like you can't tell who made this new gospel. Homie, take 6 and say this. Haters.
All right.
Yeah,
we are
and then like
all-
in the screenplay. Oh, we're on.
Yeah. You didn't read the screenplay for 3, Joe.
No, I didn't read the full screenplay, but I did find a fragment.
Did you
Like-
really?
Yeah.
You didn't mention
Did you
that.
think I was? Did you think I was joking about this?
Yes. I knew you read the screenplays for 1 and 2. Those I knew.
Yes.
That I knew for
I
sure.
didn't find a full screenplay for 3, but I did find a fragment, in which again Maroon 5 and Frigus is in the Russian mob.
Oh right. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we definitely discussed this.
Yes, we just did. I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I was focused on quiz things at the same time. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, this is what you guys missed during scoring breaks.
Time for round 3 answers.
Round 3 answers. Question 1, the domain name cancer.org is the official domain of which organization? The American Cancer Society or the National Cancer Institute? The answer to this one is ACS, the American Cancer Society. The National Cancer Institute is cancer.gov. So different top-level domains. Question 2. Though he survived previous cancers, John McCain eventually died of cancer originating in which organ? He died of brain cancer, unfortunately. Question 3. Which vaccine is sometimes used to treat bladder cancer but is not extensively used in the United States? This one is BCG, Bacillus calmette-guerin. This is named after the inventors. It's a strain of bacteria that is closely related to tuberculosis. So a lot of the world uses it as a tuberculosis inoculation. I have it, but most
also have
Americans don't receive it. Yeah, most Americans don't receive it because Americans prefer using the interferon tests, of which you need to have a different interferon test.
It's right there.
If you have BCG. Nice. And you can also tell, like, it physically shows up on your body.
Yep.
Question 4. A specialist physician who deals with the treatment of cancer is what? An endocrinologist or an oncologist? Originally, this was written as an oncologist or just on call. The answer is oncologist. I realized I needed to find a real specialty because that would not fly. Question 5. Carcinization is an example of which? Convergent evolution or divergent evolution? So carcinization is when different types of crustaceans independently arrive at the same body plan, arrive at a crab-like body plan. They converge on one thing. So it is convergent evolution.
I assume Brody got that one right.
Yeah, probably. I didn't check.
He did. We're good.
Yeah, this is really just an excuse to try to revoke one of Brody's degrees. That's all Speakeasy Pub Quiz has been. It's been a months-long experiment leading up to this. Question 6. Which serialized newspaper comic had a recurring storyline culminating in one of the major characters dying of breast cancer? Funky Winkerbean or Sally Forth? The correct answer was Funky Winkerbean. I was considering writing this question as Funky Winkerbean or Crankshaft because those both have the same writer, but Funky Winkerbean had like 3 different time skips and keeps getting progressively edgier. It's very strange, and I'm scared. Mom, come help me, please. Question 7. Straight up, which one's further south, the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn? This one is Tropic of Capricorn. This one's just geography. All right, was that everything?
That was it for round number 3.
Yeah, cool.
So it's time now for round number 5. Sorry, it's
No,
time
it's
for a
not.
standings check.
There, that's what it's time for.
Sorry, I had chili in my mouth. Time for a standings check. We have got 7 teams here tonight. In 7th place, How I Wasted My Lunch Breel.
In 6th place, let me make sure I'm actually on the right tab. In 5th place, we've got a tie between Brody and Pocket Sand.
In a tie for 3rd place, we have iTryComedy.com and Space.
In 2nd place, finally returning to their rightful spot, Diamond Club, predominantly penultimate.
And in 1st place, spelled incorrectly, Billie Jean is not my otter. Unless there's a
Is
joke
it-
I'm missing. Billie
Is it IE?
IE, yes. Billie Jean is not my lover.
Yeah, Billie Jean is IE. It's supposed to be.
I know. Anyway, time now for round number 5. Remember, if you have not yet completed round number 4, that is the visual round. You can type Bang Viz in the chat to see round number 4. And submit that before round number 5 is at the same time as you submit round number 5.
Yes.
So time now for round number 5. Round number 5 is called Cake by the Ocean. Question number 1. Typically fried to celebrate Hanukkah, most Jewish families have their own recipe for what potato pancake? Question number 1. Typically fried to celebrate Hanukkah, most Jewish families have their own recipe for what potato pancake? Now, see, I should have held Cake by the Ocean until right now, instead of playing it twice in a row. But you know what's going to happen is I'm going to play it twice in a row. It's a good song, you guys. Cake by the Ocean, good song.
This is our life now.
It's a good track. Oh. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing anything, and I was like, oh no, is the cloud glare issue affecting Google? I was like, no, Google has its own servers.
We just getting started.
I just had it.
Tiptoe. Waste time with the masterpiece. To waste time with the masterpiece.
This is the original now, instead of the
You should be rolling me. You should be rolling me.
instead of the Pat Masala version.
You're a real life fantasy. You're a real life fantasy.
Question number 2. In the state of Maryland, a near certainty is that crab cakes will be paired with what spice that has traditionally come in an iconic tin? Question number 2 again. In the state of Maryland, a near certainty is that crab cakes will be paired with what spice that has traditionally come in an iconic tin?
I'll be pretty, you'll be Naomi Mahone. Let's lose our minds and go fucking crazy. Ay, 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 ay. Keep on hoping we'll be cake by the ocean. Goddamn. See you licking frosting from your own hands. Want another taste? I'm begging, yes, ma'am. I'm tired
That was a conversation we definitely weren't supposed to have on air.
Question number 3. Shrove Tuesday was this week. When pancakes are made to use up any extra eggs and butter one may have in their kitchen, Shrove Tuesday is the day before what Catholic liturgical season? Question number 3 again. Shrove Tuesday was this week when pancakes are made to use up any extra eggs and butter one may have in their kitchen. Shrove Tuesday is the day before what Catholic liturgical season?
One of the last things that I did last year before the world shut down was Shrove Tuesday at IHOP because they just gave away free pancakes. So like I went for breakfast and then like I had a real lunch and then I went for like a third meal before dinner, and then I had a real dinner, and it was fantastic. But I also had to go to like 2 different IHOPs.
Question number 4. The Cheesecake Factory is well known for its incredibly long menu, which contains how many words rounded to the nearest 1,000? Question number 4. The Cheesecake Factory is well known for its incredibly long menu, which contains how many words rounded to the nearest 1,000? And now, we're going to hear the Bella's version of Cake by the Ocean. This is the bit.
I was here the whole time. I'm just small.
No, Brody, I just Googled it. And it was there in Google, so don't cheat.
I do much more rigorous questions for my research, or much more rigorous research for my questions.
Well, I mean, I Googled it and then checked to make sure the Google answer was correct, but I didn't copy-paste the menu into Word to check the word count. I just assumed that Business Insider was reading it. Question number 5. Cake is offered as an incentive to undergo a series of tests in which 2007 puzzle game? Question number 5. Cake is offered as an incentive to undergo a series of tests in which 2007 puzzle game? One team should definitely get this one right.
See you licking frosted from your own hands. On another taste, I'm begging, yes, ma'am. I'm tired of all this candy on the dry land.
I don't think they can handle this. Legitimately, we've been like this since at least last Friday.
Listen, I didn't own Pitch Perfect 2 and 3 until this week. And now I technically own 2 copies because I ordered it from both Amazon and Walmart, and Amazon's got here first, so now I need to return it to Walmart.
Or it'll be the prize for the actual Pitch Perfect theme quiz.
Yeah, I bought the trilogy, so I bought 2 copies of the trilogy, so I have the trilogy set. I'm not just going to you're not just going to get Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah, like we could actually make it the actual prize for an actual Pitch Perfect theme quiz.
Question number 6. The process of refining uranium yields a pulpy cake that is what color? Question number 6 again. The process of refining uranium yields a pulpy cake that is what color?
I need it every night. Red velvet, vanilla, chocolate in my life. I keep on hoping we eat cake by the ocean. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm going back from this. Yeah. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy, crazy.
I keep on hoping we'll eat cake by the ocean.
Walk for me, baby.
Walk for me, baby.
You'll be my only one. Let's lose our minds and go crazy, crazy.
Going crazy, baby.
I keep on hoping we'll get cake
By the ocean, babe.
And question number 7. The band Cake, who was my fourth most listened to artist last year on YouTube Music and Google Play Music, had one of its biggest hits with their 2001 single "Short Skirt, Long Jacket," which was later used as the theme song for what NBC comedy spy show? Question number 7 again. The band Cake had one of its biggest hits with their 2001 single "Short Skirt, Long Jacket," which was later used as the theme song for what NBC comedy spy show?
And along by the ocean.
And we are going to put all of the questions up on the screen along with the 2-minute timer as always. You have 2 minutes to answer the questions. And now, Tinvac, here is The Distance by Cake. Jesus. Coming.
We plan a surprisingly large number of our bits in advance. a one-day band called Icing where they
What is a
only
one-day
play
band?
cake covers. This is beautiful. Thank you for this, Brody.
It wasn't necessarily going to be The Distance. It was going to be a cake song. It was probably going to be The Distance. Oh, this is last week's questions, isn't it? All right, give me a second.
9, please.
Give me a second. I forgot to reload the PowerPoint. I'll give you another 2 minutes once I fix it.
Is mine right?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, mine is right.
Yeah. I loaded PowerPoint on here. My workflow is weird. Give me a second. I'll give you guys another full 2 minutes.
He's haunted by something he cannot define. Bowel-shaking earthquakes of doubt and remorse assail him, impale him with monster truck force. In his mind, he's still driving, still making the grade. She's hoping in time that her memories will fade, cause he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and riding on his horse. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up.
There we go, 2 minutes.
And far goes somebody left with the cup, but he's striving and driving and hugging the turns and thinking of someone for whom he still burns.
So my workflow is, especially when we're running late, I do PowerPoint on my laptop and then save it and open it on the desktop because of iCloud, which is, I never thought would be integral to my workflow, but is now integral to my workflow. So I'll open it with iCloud on my desktop, but if I'm running late, I'll do the first 3 or 4 rounds and then start going, and then finish the rest of quiz while Joe is reading round 3.
I can confirm that this has happened multiple times.
Yes. And what happened is I did not reload the PowerPoint. I normally reload the PowerPoint in the scoring break, and I forgot to do it this time. So that's why you were seeing last week's questions, and that's why it only took me 1 second to fix it. I mean, like 15 seconds.
Eccentric looked up the lame is word count while we were waiting. That makes sense. Do we have all the round 4s in?
If you have not submitted your round 4, then go ahead and submit that now because it's due with this round. But I think we might have them all in.
I think we have them all. I'm gonna start scoring round 5 then.
Yeah, I think Brandon opened round 4 and then decided he was not going to do it.
Just need to check one thing.
5 seconds to submit your answers for round 4 and 5. All right, time is up. So you've not submitted your answers. I think everyone has those.
Yeah, we do. We have all of them. We're good. We're good.
Sounds good. Time now then for round 4 and 5 answers. But first, future quiz streams. Are you enjoying tonight's quiz? Would you like to see more from us? Follow us at Speakeasy Quiz on Twitter and subscribe to us for weekly live quizzes. YouTube.com/SSJKuhan, Twitch.tv Speakeasy Pub Quiz. If you, like Brody, liked round 2 and liked those covers, I will drop that playlist on our Twitter. So follow us on Twitter. In fact, I'm just going to make it public on my YouTube as well, so you can check my YouTube for playlists, or you can follow us on Twitter, and I'll post that there as well. Right now, it's
Brody,
unlisted.
you and me, one brain.
Now it's public, so if you go to youtube.com/SSJKuhan and you know how to find a person's playlist, you can find it there, but they will be on Twitter shortly. It's time now for round 4 answers.
Round 4 answers. Round 4 was called Rocket Science. This was named after the second movie Anna Kendrick was in. NASA successfully landed the Perseverance rover on Mars today. So in honor of that, we wanted you to name these NASA space flights represented by these mission patches.
By the way, real quick, I forgot to put it in the slideshow, but I was going to put in a slide that says Joe pronounces Perseverance like that, because I knew he was going to do it.
Perseverance.
I knew he was going to do it. So I saw it coming from a mile away. Anyway, go ahead.
Question 1. So this one was Space Lab 2.
We also accepted Space Lab 3 because technically it was Space Lab 3, but it says Space Lab 2 on the thing. So as long as you wrote Space Lab, either 2 or 3, that's fine.
Question number 2 was the final Challenger spaceflight. Number 3 was Apollo 11.
See, because the Eagle has landed?
Yeah. It's a good bit. Number 4 was Project Mercury. So that's the astrological sign for Mercury. I'm sure there's another word for it, but number 5 was the final Columbia
sorry,
flight.
you're right. It is Skylab. I made a typo there. It is Skylab.
Skylab.
Yeah, my mistake.
I think I gave points for Skylab and then read Space Lab and was like, that sounds right. I don't know. I'm not the astronomer.
No, number 5, Columbia. Yep.
Yeah, number 5 was Columbia. Number 6 was Gemini 11. A lot of you got number 11, but some of you didn't.
Well, yeah, it says XI there, which is 11. Gemini, you might have been able to guess from the fact that there's only 2 names on the patch.
Yeah. And number 7 was, in fact, a Mars exploration rover. And if you're a fan of Speakeasy Pub Quiz, it should have been fairly straightforward that this was the Spirit rover.
Stallion of the Cimarron rover. Yeah. The Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron rover.
We gave you points for Mercury.
Yeah, so you got points if you just wrote Mercury. That's fine. Also, if you wrote Mercury 7, even though Mercury 7 wasn't technically a mission, it was just the name of the 7 astronauts. Also, you might have been able to get Skylab from knowing that Owen Garriott, who was the father of Richard Garriott, participated in the Skylab mission. All right. I also appreciate the team that wrote Space Jam, because that is indeed Marvin the Martian. What happened to the earth-shattering kaboom? Love it.
Duck Dodgers is on the Opportunity patch.
Correct.
So they're 2 different patches.
Time now for round 5 answers. Round 5 was called Cake. Typically fried to celebrate Hanukkah, most Jewish families have their own recipe for latkes. Question number 2. In the state of Maryland, a near certainty is that crab cakes will be paired with what spice that has traditionally come in an iconic tin? And for that answer, we go to, on the scene, Jose Cuevas with a can of...
Old Bay. And then it's even got this is like an old travel tin. They're made of plastic now. It's not fun.
Old Bay. Question number 3. Shrove Tuesday was this week when pancakes are made to use up any extra eggs and butter one may have in their kitchen. Shrove Tuesday is the day before what Catholic liturgical season? That is Lent. For this Lent, I'm giving up. Hey, I stole that joke from Twitter. Question number 4. The Cheesecake Factory is well known for its incredibly long menu, which contains how many words rounded to the nearest 1,000? That is 6,000. It has 5,940 words to be exact, but 6,000 fucking words. Like, what? Wild. Question number 5. Cake is offered as an incentive to undergo a series of tests in the 2007 puzzle game Portal. The cake is indeed a lie to the 2 teams that told us the cake is a lie. Question number 6. The process of refining uranium yields a pulpy cake that is yellow. Yellow cake uranium.
It's a good joke.
And question number 7. The band Cake had one of its biggest hits with their 2001 single, Short Skirt Long Jacket, which was later used as the theme song for the NBC comedy spy show Chuck. Was that Short Skirt Long Jacket? I couldn't. That was like the royalty-free version of Short Skirt Long Jacket.
Like it would have been subtitled as Scatting? Question mark?
Scatting? Question mark? Freestyling, huh? Time now for round number 6. Round 6 is called Up in the Air. It is, as always, our video round. So pay attention to the instructions of the video. The clips will play twice. So the second time around, they will be shortened. So here we are with round 6 questions. If I can get to it, because I did not preload it like an amateur. Here we go. Round 6 questions.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord,
Captain Oliver. John Larkin, the co-pilot.
Hello.
Fred Tully, flight engineer.
Frank Taylor, Pan Am. Thanks for giving me a lift, boys.
Go ahead and take a seat, Frank. We're about to push. What kind of equipment you on? DC-8?
707.
You turning around on the red eye?
I'm jumping puddles for the next few months, trying to earn my keep running leapfrogs for the weak and weary.
No shame in that. We all did it.
Because the point of all this is to make more records.
What would you fellas think about making an appearance in a major motion picture?
Whoa! What movie?
Then, something very grand on the horizon if I have worked the phones correctly, the Hollywood Television Showcase.
We are gonna be on TV.
Man. After that sometime, Jimmy, Discmaster Studios on Sunset, you will cut another record, all right? Any other questions?
Well, you told me you were drowning.
Transfer.
Transfer switch off.
Destructor.
Instructor safety.
Bomb data card.
Installed in aircraft.
I know this man. If the charge is true, he serves a foreign power, but he serves it faithfully. If he is a soldier in the opposing army, he is a good soldier.
I would not lend a hand.
Do not make a mess of my deck.
I've seen your face before, my friend.
Mayday, this is Cactus 1549. Hit birds. We've lost thrust on both engines. We are turning back towards the LaGuardia.
Which engine did you lose?
Both engines.
Ignition.
Ignition.
Thrust levers confirm. Idle.
Idle.
Cactus 1549, if we can get it for you, do you want to try to land runway 13?
We are unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
But I don't know if you know who I am.
Marked. 35 seconds to entry interface.
Gentlemen, it's been a privilege flying with you.
Captain Oliver. John Larkin, the co-pilot.
Hello.
Fred Tully, flight engineer.
Frank Taylor, Pan Am. Thanks for giving me a lift, boys.
Go ahead and take a seat, Frank. We're about to push. What kind of equipment you on? DC-8?
707.
Something very grand on the horizon if I have worked the phones correctly, the Hollywood Television Showcase.
We are gonna be on TV.
Man. After that sometime, Jimmy, Discmaster Studios on Sunset, you will cut another record, all right? Any other questions?
Well, if you told me you were drowning.
I know this man. If the charge is true, he serves a foreign power, but he serves it faithfully. If he is a soldier in the opposing army, he is a good soldier.
I would not lend a hand.
Thrust levers, confirm, idle.
Idle.
Cactus 1549, if we can get it for you, do you want to try to land runway 13?
We are unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
I don't know if you know who I am.
Gentlemen, it's been a privilege flying with you.
All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes as always.
And for the team that asked, we don't normally have movies in rounds named after them.
Yeah. Weird.
But great fucking flick. Up in the Air.
Good movie.
Good movie.
Shot in St. Louis.
Oh yeah, that's true. For most of the cities where they were taking the pictures of the thing.
Listen, Brody, all I'm saying is St. Louis questions don't come up in this quiz nearly as often as Boston questions do.
It's true. Harvard could sponsor us.
"45 seconds. Can I submit your answer for round 6? Submit them now."
Hey, RMP. Welcome, friends. You can reinforce the Diamond Club team if you want, or you can start an RMP team. Or you can just watch.
Yeah, watch this last round.
Or you can play and then brag if you beat the Diamond Club team.
Somehow.
But like specifically for that round.
Alright, time is up for round number 6. We're missing one answer sheet. I don't know if it was dipped or not. I hope not, they're doing well. Give another like 5 seconds before I hit.
Oh yeah, they were doing well.
Yeah,
oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, look at that. You guys have us worried. You have us worried. All right, time now then for round number
6
answers. Here we go.
Welcome
All right, it is time for a standings check, and we have 2 minutes to do the standings check as normal because, as usual, I forgot to turn off the timer before we went to standings check.
Yep, so we had 7 teams playing. Night in 7th place, we have How I Wasted My Lunch Breel.
In 6th place, Brody.
In 5th place, Space.
In 4th place, Pocket Sand.
In 3rd place, iTryComedy.com because they got their round 6 in right under the buzzer.
Right on the buzzer. And in a tie for 1st place, it is Billie Jean Is Not My Otter and Diamond Club, predominantly penultimate.
Okay, so Diamond Club, listen up. You need to lose points in this round.
But just enough points that you don't end up in 3rd, see? It's tough. It's tough. We'll see what happens. It's time now, though, for round number 7, which is, as always...
It's random knowledge, y'all. I have odds on this one, right? Yeah, cool. Question number 1. After attending a Broadway show, attendees often crowd what terminus of the theater in an effort to meet stage actors? Question 1 again. After attending a Broadway show, attendees often crowd what terminus of the theater in an effort to meet stage actors?
Oh, no, there we go.
We're going to do this round in 2 minutes.
The music up button is right next to the next slide button. So my fat fingers press both at the same time.
Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason, I'm by her side. So many have tried.
Okay, also, it's been long enough. Yes, those were all Tom Hanks movies on purpose, and we didn't mention it. Question number 2, 2 crime points. Frank Wilson was one of the men who brought down Al Capone on his tax evasion charges. What was Frank Wilson's job? And for the second, it turns out that one reason Whitey Bulger eluded capture for so many years is because he served what role to the FBI? Question number 2, 2 crime points. Frank Wilson was one of the men who brought down Al Capone on tax evasion charges. What was Frank Wilson's job? And for the second, it turns out that one reason Whitey Bulger eluded capture for so many years is because he served what role to the FBI? I left the music on while I was talking over it. That's fine.
Hey guys, did you know St. Louis exists? Question number 3, 2 fairy tale points. Question part A. Question part A. Which fairy tale figure's famous glass slippers may be the result of a mistranslation? And part B. Which fairy tale figure is usually portrayed by an adult woman in stage productions of Into the Woods despite being a young girl? Question 3 again, 2 fairy tale points for the first point. Which fairy tale figure's famous glass slippers may be the result of a mistranslation? And for the second, which fairy tale figure is usually portrayed by an adult woman in stage productions of Into the Woods, despite being a young girl?
Question number 4. Though he was voiced by Justin Timberlake opposite Anna Kendrick in both Trolls animated features, what actor plays Branch in both of the Trolls streaming series? Question number 4, in round number 7. Though he was voiced by Justin Timberlake opposite Anna Kendrick in both Trolls animated features, what actor plays Branch in both of the Trolls streaming series? And now I'm going to activate some repressed memories of Can't Stop the Feeling, which used to play like 85 times a day at the movie theater.
Man, I'm glad I left the movie industry before that.
Legitimately, if you still play this in front of one of my old managers, she will, like, punch you. Like, she might not actually punch you, but she'll scream. Like, she hates it so much.
Yeah, like they specifically hired Timberlake to like produce the album for Trolls 2.
It's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you get real tired, especially because at AMC, like, we didn't play full songs. We played maybe like a minute of a song, so you, like, they could sell it. It was right around this part. Nothing I can see but you and me dance.
Question 5. This one's worth 3 table 19 points. For your first point, Jon Favreau produced what independent film as a back-to-basics pseudo-autobiography? For the second point, if you let a Maillard reaction progress too long, what will happen to your food? And for the third point, similar to many other vegetable stews around the world, what dish gets its name from the French for to stir up? Question 5, again, is worth 3 table 19 points. For your first point, Jon Favreau produced what independent film as a back-to-basics pseudo-autobiography? For the second point, if you let a Maillard reaction progress too long, what will happen to your food? And for your third point, similar to other vegetable stews around the world, what dish gets its name from the French for to stir up?
I love Maillard and Inception. Can you hear my phone right now?
I don't think so.
And I won't shut it up.
Is it that beeping noise? Yes, I can hear that. That's so sad. Hey Google, play Can't Stop the Feeling.
I had myself muted. It didn't hear you. I have you in headphones. Question number 6. Which Saturday Night Live featured player debuted the same season as Beck Bennett and Kyle Mooney and received her first name because she was born in late December? Question number 6 again. Which former Saturday Night Live, not anymore, former Saturday Night Live featured player debuted the same season as Beck Bennett and Kyle Mooney and received her first name because she was born in late December?
Yeah, she's listed as featured because she was never promoted to repertory because she wasn't there for a long time.
Right. People don't necessarily know that. That's
No, that's fair. That is us being comedy nerds knowing how SNL
certainly
works.
a thing that I know. Yeah, it's just like I realized as I was reading, I was like, people might not realize that featured player means you were only on for 2 or less seasons. Mm-hmm. 2 or fewer.
Fewer because it is a quantifiable value. All right, question 7. This one's worth 4 Anna points. Anna Kendrick is 1 nomination from having a nomination EGOT, so that means she will have been nominated for each of an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. So identify the project for which she was nominated for each award, and tell us which one she doesn't have a nomination for. So we've got an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Tell us which thing Anna Kendrick has been nominated for in each of those things, and which one she does not have a nomination for at all. Going to read that all again. Question 7 is worth 4 Anna points. Anna Kendrick is 1 nomination away from having a nomination EGOT. Identify the project for which she was nominated for either an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, or Tony, or the one that she was not nominated for. Now that was a really long explanation, you'll see why we give you 3 minutes for round 7. 3 minutes for round 7 to do all 7 of our 14-point round thing.
Yep. Here we go. 3 minutes on the clock. All the questions on the screen. 3 minutes. Here we go. Unfortunately, the Anna Kendrick version of Sound of Silence is only 49 seconds.
Boo.
Do you remember 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away.
To be clear, she doesn't have any of the awards. She's been nominated for 3 of the 4.
Correct.
And coincidentally, for only 1 project.
Such a dumb joke.
I was trying to figure out the best way to make that joke, and I was like, here it is.
Yeah. This is a joke for specifically me.
Bracket several alts, close bracket.
Oh man. Look, it's douchey no matter how you say it. Now everyone knows the secret to next week's quiz is just read a shit ton of screenplays.
Yeah, right? Read far too many screenplays.
And then you'll get like the weird corner case jokes that weren't even in the movie.
That couldn't be in the movie. All right, time is up. So if you've submitted your answers for round number 7, submit those now. We are going to have a quick scoring break, so you get a little bit of extra time, but...
A little bit of leeway.
Be cool. We're giving you a little leeway, but be chill here. So submit your answers now if you haven't submitted them yet, and we'll be back with round 7 answers in a minute.
Ooh, dancing in September. Oh. got the house with my swagger, hop in there with yo, I got places to go. People just see time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, no women, no shorties, no nothing, my clothes. No stopping on my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and poppin' tonight cause it's meant to be ours. We keep the fadeaway shot cause we ballin' this platinum Patron every hour. Look mama, I owe you just like the flowers. Girl, you're the truth, it's all that goody power. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
From the top of the pole, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down, down. From the top of the pole, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down, down. Shorty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My people keep making the dance. Yeah, dirty on like the spot on my hand. We building castles that's made out of sand. She's amazing, her fire blazing hotter than Cajun. Girl, once you move a little closer, time to get paid. It's maximum wage. That body belong on a poster. I'm in a daze, that body is waving at me like damn it, I told ya. You wanna show like a gun out of holster? Tell me whatever and I'll be a chauffeur. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
From the top of the pole, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down, down. From the top of the pole, I watch her go. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down, down. I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She's taking my bankroll. But I'm king in the club. And I'm wearing the crown. Popping these bottles, touching these models. Watching the asses go down, down. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
Angus, your name.
Welcome back. We are all scored up, so it's time now for round 7 answers and final standings.
Yep.
First up, round 7 answers.
Yeah, I'll start us off. After attending a Broadway show, attendees often crowd what terminus of the theater in an effort to meet stage actors. This is the Stage Door. Stage Door is also the name of a summer camp where aspiring Broadway actors go. Anna Kendrick is, of course, a alumnus of Stage Door Manor Summer Camp.
Question number 2. 2 crime points. Frank Wilson was one of the men who brought down Al Capone on tax evasion charges. What was Frank Wilson's job? He was an accountant, IRS agent is fine. Technically, an agent of the Treasury Department's Bureau of Internal Revenue. And later,
who specialized in forensic accounting.
Yeah, and later chief of the U.S. Secret Service. Fun fact. But he was a agent of the Treasury Department's Bureau of Internal Revenue when the Al Capone was taken down. And it turns out that one reason Whitey Bulger eluded capture for so many years is because he served for the FBI as an informant. Something similar to informant we also took, but specifically accountant and informant are the names of 2 movies. Anna Kendrick was an accountant with Ben Affleck, and Informant stars Matt Damon. We couldn't pass it up. I couldn't pass that joke up. I was like, Joe, accountant, informant. He's like, okay. I'm like, Joe, Matt Damon was an informant. Oh,
okay. Question 3 is worth 2 fairy tale points. Which fairy tale figure's famous glass slippers may be the result of mistranslation? One of the teams actually got like the exact reason right. So Cinderella's glass slippers might have been fur slippers, maybe? The translation is weird. And part B, which fairy tale figure is usually portrayed by an adult woman in stage productions of Into the Woods, despite being a young girl? Explicitly, we were looking for Red Riding Hood. So when they called up Anna Kendrick for Into the Woods, she was like, "Oh, you want me to play Red Riding Hood?" Because on Broadway, Red Riding Hood is cast as an adult woman, and they're like, "No, we want you to be Cinderella."
Question number 4. Though he was voiced by Justin Timberlake opposite Anna Kendrick in both Trolls animated features, what actor plays Branch in both of the Trolls streaming series? That is Skylar Astin, who also was in Pitch Perfect opposite Anna Kendrick, and also currently stars in NBC's Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist opposite Jane Levy.
All right. Question 5 is worth 3 table 19 points. For the first point, Jon Favreau produced what independent film as a back to basics pseudo autobiography? This was Chef, because he was talking about how like he went to work for a big company, like I don't know, a big kitchen or the Walt Disney Company, and then he was like, oh, I need to like decompress and find my roots again, and so he made an independent picture or he opened a food truck. This is legitimately how he tells the story. Part B, if you let a Maillard reaction progress too long, what will happen to your food? Maillard reactions are also called browning reactions, so you got points for that, but we were looking for they would burn your food. It burnt your food. This is the advantage of doing a sous vide, by the way. If you sous vide, then Maillard reactions aren't going to progress because it's not hot enough, so you're not going to burn your food. Part C, similar to many other vegetable stews from around the world, what dish gets its name from the French for to stir up? The French is touiller. So we were looking for ratatouille or ratatouille. Now I wrote this one.
You approved it. Shut up. You're the one who speaks French. Question number 6. Which SNL featured player, former SNL featured player, debuted the same season as Beck Bennett and Kyle Mooney and received her first name because she was born in late December? Her name is Noelle Wells. Noelle Wells. She also did some...
Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yes. I was
Watch Star Trek Lower Decks.
Sure. I was going to say, I think she did some College Humor stuff. I left you on the screen. I think she did some College Humor stuff before she went
Star
on
Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah, sure. Star Trek Lower Decks.
Lower Decks. Lower Decks. Lower Decks. Question 7. 4 Anna Kendrick points. Anna Kendrick is one nomination away from having a nomination for each of the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Identify the project for which she was nominated for each award or not. Okay. So for the Emmy, she got it for a independent film called Dummy, which was later sliced up into 10-minute chunks for something called Quibi. I don't know. It doesn't exist anymore. For the second point...
Listen, there was no cord killers this week for them to talk about Quibi, so we wanted to put Quibi in our quiz this week.
For the second point, no Grammy.
No Grammy.
For the third point, she got her Oscar for Up in the Air.
Oscar nomination for Up in the Air.
Oscar nomination for Up in the Air. She lost to, I don't want to look it up. And she was nominated for a Tony when she was 12. It's Tucci, no matter how you say it, for High Society. So Tony nomination for High Society. Did she lose to Idina Menzel, or was Idina Menzel the year before?
I have no idea, and I'm looking up the Up in the Air one right now. So
Tony for Best Supporting Actress.
She lost to Monique in the film Precious, based on the novel Pushed by Sapphire.
Best Featured Actress.
Vera Farmiga, by the way, was also nominated for Up in the Air. 2 nominations for Up in the Air for Best Supporting Actress, and they both lost to Monique in the film Precious, based on the novel Pushed by Sapphire. However, what's it called? Sandra Bullock won Best Actress for The Blind Side. So.
It looks like Audra McDonald won for Ragtime in the year Anna Kendrick was nominated at 12 years old for High Society. Yeah, Brody, I'll give it to you.
Only because he's the only one who said it, but I wouldn't because functionally it doesn't answer the rest of the question. A remoulade is not a vegetable stew. Like, I don't know what you want, but sure, why not?
It also literally does not change the standings, which is
not, yeah. Only because it makes no difference will we give it to you. All right, final standings check. Yeah, Ben, we've just buried us with our crappy answers for question 7. Listen, Joe said... Oh, no, that's not true. You weren't as bad. It was Space who Joe said, like, they're good guesses. And I'm like, yeah, some of them are good guesses.
If she got a Grammy nod, it would have been for Cups.
That is true.
It's not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess. Time for our final standings check. In 7th place, because he wasted his lunch breel playing only one round, it is How I Wasted My Lunch Breel.
In 6th place, we have Space.
In 5th place, Brody.
In 4th place, Pocket Sand.
In 3rd place, iTryComedy.com.
Which means that Diamond Club did, in fact, lose just enough points to wind up in 2nd place. Diamond Club returns to their penultimate position because they are, in fact, predominantly penultimate.
And in 1st place, Billie Jean Is Not My Otter. Thank you so much for playing. Please let us know where you'd like us to donate your winnings. Although, listen, if I may recommend, there's some shit going on in Texas right now that we might want to donate our money to. I donated $150 today. So your call. You donate wherever you'd like to donate. Just a suggestion. But thank you so much.
You usually have good ideas. So, yeah.
Or you could just you can always keep the money. I'm not going to shame you for keeping the money. At some point, someone will take our money. That's all I'm saying.
We're still doing that bit?
Thank you so much for playing. Thank you for the iTryComedy.com, who I believe joined us for the first time this week. Unless it was Space who joined us for the first time this week. I'm not sure. But thank you for joining us for Quiz for another week. We do this every single Thursday right here on twitch.tv as Speakeasy Pub Quiz or youtube.com/SHAKuhan. Please consider supporting us if you enjoyed tonight's quiz. Patreon.com/Speakeasy Pub Quiz, PayPal.me/Speakeasy Pub Quiz, or you can type bang Patreon or bang PayPal in the chat like I assume Joe is doing right now. Normally
I was on the other thing. Hold on.
That's fine. Normally that's what's happening, but that's not. Yeah. So bang Patreon, bang PayPal. Go ahead and support us there if you'd like to. No pressure. We do this for free. So if you want to just watch and participate, that's cool too. If you want to support us for free, just give us a subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch because that helps our analytics and whatnot. Anything else, Joe, before we go?
No. This was fun, and you saw exactly how much we studied for Pitch Perfect Trivia on Tuesday.
Studied so much Pitch Perfect Trivia, guys, and we still came in 5th. Still came in 5th place.
Look, I just don't think they can handle this.
I don't think you're ready for this, cause my body's so bootylicious, baby.
Bye.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.